Hey guys, in this video, you will learn one of the craziest and most accurate scalping strategy that I have used for a long time now. This strategy is probably unfamiliar to you, so make sure you definitely pay close attention to every details in this video, because I'm going to show you a bunch of examples on how you should trade smartly using this strategy, and also share with you a new smart money trick that will instantly make you massive profits from any financial markets. As always, please click the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified for our next videos. So without further ado, let's get started. In this strategy, we will be using 3 indicators. Now, you have to go to this Indicators tab over here and search for Flood Trades Indicator by PMG and click on the indicator. This will be our first indicator. The second indicator is the Q Trend Indicator by Tarasenko, and click on this one right here. The third indicator is the Relative Strength Index, the RSI. Click on the indicator to add it to the chart. Now that we have added all the 3 indicators, let's set up the chart. So go to the setting of the Flood Trades Indicator. You will leave everything to their default setting, both in the input and the style section. Then go to the setting of the Q Trend Indicator, and on this input section, you will change this source to arithmetic open, high, low and close, and this signal mode to type B. Go to the style section and uncheck this trend line in the bar color, and then click OK. Now, go to the settings of the RSI indicator, and on the input section, you will change the RSI length from 14 to 12 periods. Then go to the style section and uncheck these 3 options. Change this RSI upper and lower band to 50, and change these 3 dashed lines to a normal line. Then change the color of the middle line to yellow, and increase the thickness to make it more visible. Again, change the color of the RSI to white, and increase the thickness as well, and then click OK. Now that we are done setting up our strategy, let's go ahead and explain these indicators and the conditions for this strategy. This Flood Trades Indicator. I know that probably not very many people know about this indicator, although this is a smart money concepts indicator. This indicator helps you to determine the areas of supply and demand, and the break of structure levels. In the general market sense, when the price action is in a downtrend, and it reaches a demand zone like this, the market will tend to reverse. The opposite happens when the price action reaches a supply zone. Notice that the price action was heading upwards before it reached this level of resistance, and it started selling off. These levels are very important, because they will help to dramatically increase the win rate, and the quality of our trade entries, and also the confirmation from the other indicators. Remember that you can switch to different time frames, even to the 5-minute time frame, because this strategy can be used on all time frames, including the daily chart. Now, let's explain the second indicator. This indicator is the normal relative strength index, but in this strategy, we won't be trading with the conventional overbought and oversold conditions, which is the widely used RSI strategy by most traders. But we will be using the crossover of this 50 line, which is the center line of the RSI. In this strategy, when you spot a selling opportunity on the chart like this, and the RSI moving average crosses below this 50 line, then you will take an aggressive trade entry short. The opposite happens when you spot another buying setup on the chart like this, and the moving average cross above the center line. Then you will take a trade entry long. For example, here is an example of a selling setup. You can see that the price has been making higher highs before the price reached this point, and the flood indicator signaled that this is a supply zone, and the price tried reversing. Notice that the RSI moving average just crossed below the 50 line, which would have been an early sign of a possible trend change. Then you could have placed a short trade like this at the close of this candle, and set your stop loss above this supply zone, or at this swing high, and extend your profit target like this. If we press the replay button like this, you can see that this would have been a good short trade opportunity. Now, let's introduce our last and the confirmation indicator. This Q Trend Indicator is the tool we will be using for our buy and sell signals. The indicator has both the buy signal and the strong buy signal. The same thing happens to the sell signals, but the strong signals appear majorly at the supply and demand zones. Like here on the chart. You can see that when the price reached this demand, or the point of interest zone, the strong buy signal appeared, and the RSI moving average crossed above the 50 line. Then you could have placed a long trade at the close of this candle, and set your stop loss below the demand zone and extend your profit target up to this level, before the price hits the supply zone and reversed. Now, let's show more examples using the 3 indicators. Here is an example of a buying setup. You can see that when the price was trending down, it reached this point of interest, and this strong buy signal appeared. Notice that the RSI moving average is still below the 50 line. Now, when the price reached this second point of interest, you got this buy signal, which means trend continuation. Again, notice that the RSI moving average had crossed the 50 line. Then you could have placed a long trade like this at the close of this candle, and set your stop loss below the point of interest level, and extend your profit target up to this level. You can see that this would have been a great trade entry setup. Now, let's show this again, but in the opposite direction. Here is another example, but this time, we are looking for a selling opportunity. You can see that the price was moving upwards, and you were getting this multiple break of structure levels from the fluid indicator. Then when the price reached this point of interest, which is the supply zone, you got this strong sell signal. Notice that the RSI moving average had crossed below the 50 line. Then you could have placed a short trade like this at the close of this candle, and set your stop loss above this point of interest level, and extend your profit target down to this level. Now you can see that this strategy works with different asset classes, and with different time frames. But it is always better that you don't enter any trade when you get a buy or a sell signal like this, only from the Q trend indicator, without any confirmation from the other two indicators. Now, please click the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.